Hello everyone, I'm Briffy1322 and this video will showcase the fastest 5 or more seat cars overall in GTA 5, organised by lap time, with the top speed of each vehicle also shown in order to identify any outliers. All 637 cars in the game from the 17 vehicle classes that aren't motorcycles, cycles, boats, helicopters and planes have been put through their paces on my testing track and top speed run, and we'll be seeing the best of those with 5 or more seats in this video. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on future testing of new vehicles added to GTA 5 and beyond, and check out all vehicle classes in the playlist. This video is brought to you by GTAcars.net, the #1 place for vehicle information for GTA 5 that I own and run. From lap times to tier lists and advanced metadata to informative articles, it's got everything that you need and more. Go straight there with the link in the description and pinned comment. As we start the list, it's important for me to let you know that the intro video to this series, which is linked in the description and pinned comment, likely answers any questions you have about this testing, from simple things like what car upgrades are needed to maximise performance and what HSW stands for, to more complicated things like why I use off-road wheels and overall testing methodologies. Give that video a watch if there's anything you don't understand here, since everything there is assumed knowledge for this video. So I've also put on the screen for all of these vehicles how many seats each of these vehicles has. Obviously the Wastelander, you can see it has 6 seats. The Park Ranger that we just saw has 8. Now keep in mind that that is basically just their capacity. It doesn't necessarily mean that all of these people go into the vehicles. For example, the Granger variants, like the Granger itself, the Park Ranger that we saw, there's 4 people that go inside and 4 people that hang on the sides of the vehicle on the outside. But you know, for the purposes of this, it's all about the capacity and how many people you can get in or on it, rather than, you know, just strictly speaking getting them inside the vehicles. So the Dubs 6x6 is up next, and although it's in 7th place for lap time, it is actually the #1 fastest 5+ seat vehicle for top speed at 104 miles per hour. Not many of these vehicles are going to be breaking that 100 mile per hour top speed. Having said that, they're all pretty close, you know, in terms of top speed, all of these vehicles. You're not really going to be giving too much away, and on balance, lap time and grip and how they perform is probably going to be more important than the small differences in top speed. The Roosevelt Valor is in 6th place, an interesting one from the Sports Classics class with a 114.9, and it's only giving up 6 miles per hour of top speed to the Dubs 6x6, for example, and it's a lot more grippy and a lot easier to manage and a lot quicker around the lap. So, you know, top speed isn't that important, but again, if you need to take 5 or more people from one side of the map to the other, then keep in account that top speed is a little bit different to the lap times. So the Granger 3600 LX is a much more expensive version of the Granger, and it's not that much quicker than the regular version, to be honest, only a couple of seconds per lap and actually a lower top speed. So yeah, I wouldn't be recommending any of these vehicles so far. We are seeing a bit of a trend that obviously, unlike the 4-seat vehicles, the 5+ seat vehicles are all often, you know, bigger, bulkier SUVs, or certainly off-road vehicles. We're going to see basically the rest of the list is all from the off-road class. They're a lot slower, so you know, you're giving up a lot of pace and performance and lap time and top speed in order to be able to carry more people around the map, and obviously that's just a choice that you're going to have to make. 4-seat vehicles are still relatively quick. As soon as you get to 5 seats or more, like here 5 with the Menacer, you start to get some really, you know, much lower, much higher lap times, much slower vehicles. The Caracara is in 3rd place with a 112.7, so a decent amount quicker than what we just saw from the Menacer, and it is one of the rare vehicles to hit 100 miles per hour for its top speed. Not too bad overall, the Caracara, and obviously it's got 5 seats, so it's only one better than, you know, all the 4-seat vehicles, but obviously that one extra seat is from a gun, so if it's weaponized, that might be something that you want to take into account, because our #2 vehicle isn't weaponized. With the regular bog standard Insurgent, you can use this in races still. It's got 6 seats with, I think it's 4 people inside and 2 on the outside again, although it might be 6 inside, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the problem with the Insurgent is that our #1 vehicle exists, and that's also kind of the problem with all of the vehicles in this list. The #1 vehicle is the Insurgent Pickup Custom, and it just beats everything, because not only is it the quickest 5+ seat vehicle for lap time, it's got a relatively decent top speed, and it gets more people in it than any other. With 9 seats, you know, you're not really giving up anything by having the Insurgent Pickup Custom. It's basically a quicker version of the Insurgent. It's got more seats, it's quicker than everything else apart from the Dubster 6x6 and the Caracara for top speed. You get, obviously, I think it's 4 people inside, 2 on the outside at the back with the Insurgent Pickup Custom, and 2 on the sides with 1 person in the gun as well. So, you know, 9 seats in a land vehicle is actually quite good. And when you consider that the regular non-upgraded Insurgent pickup, not the custom version, is in 12th place, which is the only other car in the top 12 to have 9 seats or more. And then the next biggest seat capacity that you can get comes from things like the Barracks, which has 10 seats. And that is, the Barracks is the quickest of any vehicle that has 10 seats or more. And there's some vehicles that have slightly more than 10 as well. But they all get horrendous lap times. You know, a 1 minute 40 for the Barracks being the quickest vehicle that has 10 or more seats. You're looking at a 30-second per lap difference in performance between to get 1 extra seat, basically 1 extra bit of capacity. So you always might as well just have the Insurgent Pickup Custom. It's probably quite rare that you're ever going to need to utilize all those 9 seats as well, but if you do, the Insurgent Pickup is the Custom is the best. And if you need anything more than 4 seats, the Insurgent Pickup Custom is still the best. You know, if you need 5 or 6 or 7 people, the Insurgent Pickup Custom is still going to be the quickest because it tops this list of everything that has 5 seats or more. So yeah, ultimately there is, just like there was for the 4-seat video, there is one vehicle that tops the list with the Insurgent Pickup Custom. If you can't have a weaponized vehicle or something like that, if they're not allowed in whatever mission you're doing or whatever it may be, obviously the regular Insurgent then becomes a really good option with 6 seats, and it's the second quickest, obviously. But yeah, ultimately, you know, you're giving up less than 6 miles per hour on the top speed to the Dubster 6x6, but you gain 3 extra seats for that, so it's probably a worthy change on that one, as we see the top speeds from the 2 here. But that's everything for this video. Please consider supporting on Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want to support this work and get some extra perks for doing so, such as early access to videos and other testing results. Also remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed or found it helpful, and subscribe for more. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.